Hey guys, welcome back to another Big Wrench Tech. Today we have a 1982 C3 Corvette. This Corvette, believe it or not, happens to be my favorite year model just because it holds a lot of one-off features. 1 year, one-of-a-kind things. It was the only year for the C3 to have a lift back glass, which I thought that was cool. It was also the only C3 year to hold crossfire fuel injection. 1 year only. We won't go into that because that was a complete nightmare. Funny. With that whole crossfire fuel injection rigmarole, this was actually added. Yes. They went back with a 750 Holly, which is way too much for this 350. But it is a brand new block, crank, the whole shoot match. I believe they said 383 in this thing now. So the 750 is just a skosh over, but it will handle it. The AC still currently works in this car. Alright, I'll shut up now and I'll explain what we're actually going to do with it. So don't mind the camera actually shaking and whatnot, but anyways, we got body work to do here. Body work to do there. Body work. We're going to scuff this down to about 600 to 800 grit. Really try to get this thing all smooth. Do the body work there, like I said. Remove the T-tops. I'm going to go ahead and get those T-tops out of the way anyways and kind of go in the inside here. But we have a beautiful paint fixing to go on this thing. And when I mean beautiful, it's actually not a GM color going on it. It's probably going to be one of a kind paint going on it, and I'll be honest with you, you know me and my love for Mopars, obviously, but it's kidding the 2018 through 2021 Hellcat Challenger Charger paint on this thing, that dark green metallic. So with that, complementing with the contours of the Corvette, because it's got all these nice sharp edges on the C3, which I love. So that color going on this car, that nice dark rich metallic, it almost looks like an olive drab shiny metallic color. This car is going to be gorgeous. Stay tuned, it's going to be awesome. The hood, we're going to go ahead and get the hood out of the way. Remove that, because what I'm going to do is, besides keeping the flat color, I do have some leftover gloss black, so I'll lay this on this side first with some nice cotton area to where it's not going to mess this up, because this is all nice and it's not messed up is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to lay that over, gloss all this in, shoot clear over that, get this I'm probably going to just paint this off the car, so it's going to look even better when it's mounted up. And that's one of the things I like doing. Any of the panels that I could take off relatively easy, I like painting those off the car because it looks a better fit and finish. So any of the smaller stuff down here, we're going to go ahead and take off. The bottom valance, these little guys, get those out of the way. Rear tail lights. So it's going to be a very budget resto mod. It's definitely going to be a resto mod because all that nasty fuel injection BS is gone. If any of you guys had good or bad luck with crossfire fuel injections, just down in the comments, let me know your experiences. We had one in our family. It was a absolute nightmare, and I won't go into that. A friend just reminded me about the 82 Corvette. I believe they said that Batman with Bruce Willis in it, the Batmobile was based off of an 82 Corvette. I'll have to fact check that, but I believe that's pretty cool. Again, I am a sucker for C3s. I love these cars. It's a love-hate relationship. Like this, kind of like Mopar. That's a love-hate with that because I'm still learning. I love the way the cars look. I love the way the cars run. I love everything about Mopar, as well as I like everything about the Corvettes. It is what it is. So everybody does a few things different when it comes to body work. This is the way I do it. Again, take mine with a grain of salt, because I've been doing this only for a little bit now with the whole body work thing. Engine is a different story. I like these 3M foam blocks. They're really, really good for knocking down this rough area first. I'm going to start with like a 320. So really knock that down. See where I'm working with when on fixing this part. And then with the whole car, I'm going to go back with a P600. Give a good scratch coat on it. And because we're going metallic, we're wanting to lay this thing smooth as possible. I will then go back with a P800 to really, really get this thing butter smooth. And therefore, it's going to be able to lay that material on nice and smoothly and hopefully get a good finish out of it. Yes, Florida. Anus again. Every time. Ooh, palm tree. Yeah. Yes. Now to do some more body stuff. Yay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start with a P600. Wet or dry, 3M. I like 3M just because it's a good product. But the reason why we're going to start with 600 is if you look real close, see how it's actually kind of get that orange peel effect. We want to get that off of there. And the 600 is going to do it. Eventually I will up it up to the 800 to get a more smoother surface. Like I said, so I can lay on that that material a whole lot smoother. Sweet. Now that we got the hood out of the way, now we can work on that, except we're going to flip it over. Do the black side first and clear coat that. Flip back over it again. And this is going to be my test piece to see how this color is going to come out. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. Okay, and my apology, it's time for the Corvette lovers to have a giant meltdown. Or the census in general. You're going to have some people saying, why on what and why on the other, but I'm going to say why not, because it's awesome. Credit where credit is due. Shreddy. Yep, that's right. It throws some light on the subject, you know. Here we go. Oh man, come on, bear with me now, guys. Come on. Is that not going to be super, super cool? Yes. Very much yes. All right. So that was kind of the spoiler. But either way, we're going to scuff this hood up and get that on there just so I can do a test area. I like doing a test bed on whatever I'm working on. Therefore, I know how the material is going to lay, because in Florida, it's very, very hot, very, very humid. So once I figure out how that material is going to lay and how I need get my gun set up, I will feel more comfortable actually doing this. But again, I want to see how the hood's going to come out. I like painting stuff off the car for a better fit and finish. And historically speaking, it does come out better. So let's do this. It's raining sideways. I had an umbrella. It's now inside out 2 miles away. Okay, so we got the hood in the prep booth, and what I'm going to do is, this is a little bit of purple power mixed, diluted down to a little bit of water. So I'm like running maybe a, I don't know, a 4-to-1 ratio in this, maybe a 3-to-1, more purple power than water per se. But this car has been ceramic coated. So I'm trying to get all the grease and all the particulates and all that ceramic coat off before I sand it. And the reason being, because I don't want that ceramic to obviously get into the paint. So yeah.
Ceramic wax. I meant ceramic wax.
Okay, that purple power's been sitting on there a minute. So I'm going to take my Dollar Tree sponge, get a little more water on there, and with the abrasive side down, make sure your sponge is charged first, and that means actually get some water on it to where it goes and swells up. Don't put it on there dry with the abrasive side down. Just really get in there and start busting up that ceramic and everything else and all the dirt and grime and stuff. Because basically after this, we'll be going back with that P600. And then after the P600, we'll go back with the P800 to get that nice smooth surface. And then we'll see how it turns out, but I might seal this before I shoot the base on. Not sure yet. So far it's been doing really well, so we'll go from here and see what happens. And that, my friends, is what you want your surface to look like before painting. This nice, dull finish. Because if it's shiny, it won't stick, or it'll stick, but not for a little bit. Excuse me, not for a little bit. Not for a long time. It will stick for a little bit. But yeah, it'll be that one day that you're washing it, and the next thing you know it, the paint has left the chat. Okay, now that we have it all masked off, I'm gonna actually throw some base on here, and I masked off the edge so I don't get no overspray going. So yeah, because I just painted the other side, went with a flat black. It'll look better. So here goes nothing. And before I begin, I want to give a big shout out to Alex Paint Supplies in Plant City. He hooked us up with all this. And if you guys are in the Florida area, give him a call because his prices are extremely reasonable. Don't mind the wreck. Chaos is good. I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not, but I hate ceramic coated cars. Okay, so sadly something terrible has happened. This is a contaminated surface. And it's everywhere. And I couldn't figure out what happened. I still really don't know what happened, but so sadly we're gonna have to scuff all this back off, get rid of it, and go with isopropyl alcohol, 91%, clean the surface off, and try hitting it again and see what happens. I'm pretty sure there was some grease or some wax that I didn't see, but even after all that sanding, this is why it's so important to get a clean surface. And when you think you cleaned it up enough, maybe you didn't. It just keeps escalating. Guess what? We're back where we started from. Yes, that's right. I had to take it all back down again. But you know what? I'm human. I make mistakes. I know what I did. And I'm not going to tell you because I'm very ashamed of it. Okay, so the second go around went extremely well. Yes, this is what it's supposed to look like. Oh man, that was annoying. Okay, that being said, let's put some shine on it. Well now, I cannot be happier, any more happier than these results. Wow, there's a little bit of trash in it, but all in all, this is nice. That is a beautiful color. Peace, guys. Wow. She really is going to be a pretty car when she's done. I didn't know how it'll be on a Corvette, but I guess we do now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So nice. Anyways, so I think that's actually going to do it for this video. So there'll be more on this car. Of course, painting the actual body and the assembly and all that. And we'll do that. Will probably be the end of a series. This is probably going to be a 3-part video. So anyways, stick around to see the end result on it. Hey guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't be afraid to throw a wrench at it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies, tell everyone. And we'll see you guys on the next one.